Alright, hey everyone, Tim here from QBKing77.com here doing part 2 of my Samsung Galaxy Note 2 full review. If you have not, be sure to check out part 1. I go over a bunch of different things in relations to hardware, talking about how I like the hardware and other various things. But now with part 2, I'm going to go ahead and dive into more of the software side with Touchwiz and other integrations from Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean. Now to start things off, as I said, it is running 4.1.1 Jelly Bean. If you swipe down, you got your notification bar. This would be overlaid with Touchwiz. If you had a device such as a Nexus 4, you would get the stock Jelly Bean experience as opposed to the Jelly Bean experience with a Touchwiz manufacturer overlay. So it is kind of your choice if you would like a Touchwiz device or an AOSP Android open source project device with just completely vanilla Android. So with Touchwiz, you have these notification panel notification widgets up here with various toggles for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS sync, screen rotation, vibrate, power saving, driving mode, all share cast, and multi-window. You also have a brightness bar that you can move up and down. You can also turn on and off auto. With these notifications here, you can pinch in and minimize or maximize them, which is a very neat feature of Jelly Bean that you can do. Also, when you take a screenshot using the home button and the power button, press and hold both of them, it does take a screenshot. I do like to give a good example of this. You'll see it shows a preview of the image. You can pinch in and minimize it. This image preview is something that is used with MMSs as well, picture messaging. It will show a quick preview image of the message that does come in. You can delete the screenshot, edit it, or share. If you hit edit screenshot, it brings up Paper Artist. And then you can grab your S Pen if you'd like to. And Paper Artist allows you to kind of customize the images to make them look cool. You can also draw on them. You'll see you can get rid of this. So again, there's a lot of features with Paper Artist. That's just an application that does come with the Note 2. I don't want to get too much into it as I don't know much about it. I'm not too big with drawing and coloring, but if you're someone that does like design, I have a friend that is kind of into the art and creativity, and he says on his Note he does use the S Pen a lot to create a lot of cool designs, and with the pen there's so many features that you can do that it is great for those of you that are very creative. Anyways, back to this notification panel. You can swipe away notifications. You'll see I have a couple applications I just installed because I will be doing some benchmarks for you guys later on in this video. So this would be Touchwiz. You have 5 home screens by default. You can pinch in and it brings them up. Also with the S Pen, when you pull it out, you can have it show up the pop-up note feature, which allows you to just write a quick note. I believe you can press the button, and I think it is double tap on the screen, and then it brings up the pop-up note, so you can say, remember trash. Just remember to take out the trash, hit check, it'll save it, and there you go. You got your note saved, and you can remember to do that. You got Air View with it showing what these various buttons are going to do with undo, close, save, all that good stuff. Again, as I mentioned in my part 1 video, I have a video fully reviewing the S Pen. I can link to that in the description. So that's it for the home screen. Anyways, when you go into your lock screen, you have various options. You have shortcuts down here that you can customize. There's a lock screen option in the settings that you can customize. You can quickly swipe up and then it will directly go to whatever application that you are pressing on. Otherwise, you can press anywhere else on that screen, swipe away, and it unlocks it. Go to your app drawer. You have a horizontal app drawer. With all your applications, you can sort them in various ways. Let's see, view type. You have alphabetic grid, customizable grid, and alphabetic list. So you can have a list view, kind of like Windows Phone 7. They have that kind of list view. Otherwise, you can go to your widgets. And you have some cool options for widgets with bookmarks, alarms, assistive lights, many things that you guys are already familiar with Android, of course, widgets being a huge selling point. The Touchwiz overlay allows for other various widgets to be included with clocks, email, contacts, messaging, quick calls, direct calls, Gmail, Google search, just various ones that I'm mentioning, music widgets. Again, a lot of you guys should be familiar with this. If you're familiar in any way with Android, you can put them on your home screen. Again, for example, this weather widget right here is on my home screen. It lets me know what the weather is outside. I can hit refresh. It actually hasn't been refreshed in a long time. It is 48 degrees out, as you can see. Also, if I swipe over, there's a very cool assistive light option. I can go ahead and press on that, and it brings up the LED light. So that is included by default. It's actually a widget that I use all the time. Swipe over even more, you have some notes, some preset notes that you can edit just to show some customizability with your S Pen. And this note application. I can bring up this magazine, and it does a template of a full magazine that you have. You can draw on it, write anything you want. You can erase it as well, but you have other various templates, some business templates. You have birthday templates, diaries, recipes, meeting notes, travel, memo. So you have various notes. You can just hit create note, and also that is in your app drawer with the notes application. I don't know why I want to switch this view type back. You do have the S Note application that is included with this device. Again, as I mentioned, Google Now is included. We can go ahead and go into it. You'll see various cards that will show up. There's actually a new version available. I need to update to it, but you'll see it lets me know the Bulls are down by 2 at the moment, unfortunately. It also shows the Thunder and the Nets. I don't know why they're showing that, so I'm going to swipe it away because I really don't want to see that. You'll also see that it shows the weather where I'm at. You can also ask it various things such as, where did Bill Gates go to college?
Bill Gates Education are Lakeside School and Harvard College.
There you go. So that's just some cool things that you can ask Google Now. I have a video talking about other various things. You can ask the weather, a bunch of other stuff. I can link to that video in the description of this one if you would like to find out some other neat things that Google Now can respond to you. Very quickly, I wanted to show you guys the dialer, a very nice theme to it. If I wanted to make a quick call, let's do that. If I wanted to send a call out, I can. Here's the end call screen. You can have a keypad up, add call, speaker, mute, headset, and end the call. You can also enable extra volume, which will make the speaker here louder. So that's another nice feature. Once the call is ended, you have the option to message or call them right back. Now I'm ready to compose a text message. Here is the Samsung keyboard, which is included by default. You'll see it has a dedicated number row up at the top, but of course you can use it like swipe. You can say, hey there, how are you? You don't have to use the S Pen. You can use your finger if you'd like to, or you can type like normal, good, period. I spelled good wrong, but you get the point. Otherwise, you can press and hold to get into settings, and you'll see this T with a pencil next to it. You can press on it, and you have the handwriting feature. So if you wanted to say, hey there, how are you? Question mark. There it is. Hey there, how are you? It did a very great job. My handwriting is extremely messy, and with this S Pen, when you write, it really finds your true strokes and what you would like to say. So if I said Tim, again, that's how it looks when I write with ink on paper. That's how when I write my name, that's how it's going to look. And again, it does a good job at analyzing it and really changing that handwriting into what words you want. I can send that out to Google if I would like to. Again, 466-453 is Google's number. Go back home, press and hold the home button, and you have recent running apps list. So you can quickly multitask, go back in. There's also another multitasking capability, which I'll get into just a second. You can swipe away various applications. You can quickly go into a task manager. You also have Google Now down here that you can go to. And you also have remove all. So you can, instead of individually swiping away all of these applications, you can hit that garbage can or not hit the garbage can. Hit the garbage can. All of them go away. So when you go back into it, sorry about that, you will see no recent apps at all just because they're automatically swiped away. I personally use Chrome as my browser. However, we can go ahead and check out the internet browser that is included. You'll see it's bringing up, I think, walmart.com for some reason. But if I wanted to go back to my keyboard, I will. And I want to just go to qbking77.com. I can go ahead and select that. And here is the stock browser included. It does work very well. Again, you got back and forward. You'll see you got full screen with stuff. When you scroll down, the navigation bar up at the top does pop back up which is really nice. You have various tabs that you can open. You can open an incognito window, so if you wanted to open up a new tab, you can. You can bookmark a page. You have settings where you can change it to desktop view, so if the web page you're viewing is in mobile, you can switch it directly to desktop. Save for offline reading with text wrapping. It is kind of tedious, but you will see on some pages, I don't know other various pages, so if I went to QBKing77.com, went to this article and zoomed in, I don't know if it's going to allow for it, but sometimes it will, up at the top of the notification panel, it will ask you to text wrap. There's a green button that you have to press. It is kind of a pain, but again, that's why I use Google Chrome for my browser. You also have a pop-up browser that you can use. I can go ahead and go into my emails if I want to check out one of the YouTube comments that you guys are making. Thanks for commenting, by the way. Be sure to comment on this video. I can hit click here, and you'll see I have a pop-up browser option. I can select that, hit just once, and you'll see it shows up a browser which I can move around anywhere on the screen. I can zoom in just like I would in any other browser, scroll, reply to messages, anything I would like to within this pop-up browser. If I went back to my Gmail application, I can go back home, I can go into another application, I can go back to my dialer, I can go into my app drawer, anything I wanted while this pop-up browser is still there. So that is a really neat feature that is included. Also, if I wanted to go to video player, you'll see a preview of many different videos I've taken here. You can hover over it, and once I hover over it, you'll see it starts the audio and starts playing the video with the S Pen. So if I went to that, that's really neat. Or I can tap on it and it opens it on up. I want to kind of close this out. I'll hit OK. And then while this video is playing with the S Pen, I can hover over and it gives you a little preview of where it's at. So you'll see what it'll look like. Obviously, it's much better if you're viewing a longer video such as a movie, so you want to get directly to where you're at. And also, while it's playing the video, you can take a picture of, you'll see it says captured. So it captured that image of the video that I was taking. Now, if I wanted to go back into that video, you do have a pop-up video in this bottom right-hand corner. You can pop that open, and then it will go back to your screen and has pop-up video where you can watch it anywhere. So that's great. Again, if you have movies on your device, you can pop it out there, and you can reply to a text message while that video is playing. So you think the pop-up browser and pop-up video player are great multitasking features. Wait till you see this one. You can press and hold the back arrow, and it brings open the multitasking window on the left side here. Oops, I didn't mean to press it again. But you'll see various applications. I have a modification that you can only install if you're rooted, where it shows all applications. However, by stock, you only really get the stock Google applications such as Google Talk, Gmail, you have phone, you have messaging, all the general stock applications included with the multitasking window. I have a video fully reviewing the multitasking, so you can check that out if you'd like to look more into it. I can link to that in the description. I highly recommend checking it out. But if I want to do a quick demonstration of it, I can press and hold the settings, open that on up. If I wanted to quickly go into something such as S Note, I can tap on it, and it quickly multitasks back and forth between settings and S Note. However, if I wanted to have both S Note and settings open, I can go ahead and pop that up there, and it shows both of them. I have settings down here, the S Note, I can create a new note, select a template, and then it should pop up that new note. It does take a little while to load up notes sometimes, so I might not have even selected it. So there's the note on top. You can change how much of the screen it takes up. You can flip-flop the screens. And you have the option for full view. You can just fully open up a specific application. Again, this shows up on the side. You can press and hold this bar and move it to the top, to the bottom, to the right, wherever you're most comfortable with it. And while it is minimized, you can press and hold it and move it up and down on the screen to your desired location. Okay, so that is just about everything I did want to cover. I know I covered a lot, very extensive. Hopefully this review video has helped you out. I hope you guys like it. Be sure to click that like button if you do like it. I do want to give some final thoughts on it. My personal opinion is that if you can handle the big screen, I highly recommend this phone. It is fantastic. I also want to talk about how, again, this is a large screen size. It might be a little bit too large for my tastes. If these icons were a little smaller, maybe if the screen resolution was a little better, then the screen size would definitely fit me. But again, it can get a little cumbersome at times. With the FlyGrip on it, it makes it so much better, so much easier to hold it. I have a video reviewing it. You can check that out. I'll link to it in the description again. But anyways, I do highly recommend this device for the speed, the power, the graphics. The screen size is great for watching videos, YouTube videos, anything. If I want to go to the YouTube application, open it on up, and show you guys what a video looks like, I can search for, my friends were using my phone to look up the Cat Daddy dance. But if I wanted to check out a video by me, I can load it on up, and then I can skip through it, and it shows it. And since the screen is so large, it just looks great. I love watching videos on my Note 2 all the time. I watch a bunch of YouTube videos just because the screen's so large. So that is one huge thing. If you're a big video watcher, you might want to consider this device, just because with the screen being so large, you can see a lot more. The software is a little bit difficult to get used to. Getting used to the S Pen is tough. You can watch my video if you'd like some help with your S Pen. So that's just a little something to keep in mind. There's so many different features of this. There's also if I go into settings, there's also some motion features. Again, it's so hard to cover everything just because there's so much within this device. So many settings, so many different things, which is what makes Android so much better than iPhones in that sense. But again, there are people that like it to be simple. They don't like the settings, which is why they choose iPhones. But I love having all these various settings. Quick glance, direct call, which is when you're in a message, you put your phone up to your face, up to your ear, and it calls that person in your text messaging. Smart alert, which will vibrate your phone if you miss an alert. Double tap the top, tilt to zoom, pan to icon, pan to browse an image, shake to update, turn over to mute, pause, and other various motion features. Palm to swipe, move it from the right side. It does take a screenshot. You have other various S Pen features with open the pop-up note, and other ones where if you walk away from your S Pen while it's not connected, it will alert you and let you know, hey, your S Pen isn't connected to your device and you're walking away from it. You might want to go get it. Alright, so I'm done rambling on. As I always do in my review videos, I just like to cover as much as I can and give you guys a full, honest, extensive review of what I like about it, what I don't like about it. I really don't like how there's no 3G on calls for the CDMA variants. You don't have to worry about that if you are a GSM user, but it is great having Jelly Bean on there and them integrating some cool Touchwiz features. I much prefer the vanilla Android experience. However, Touchwiz does add a lot of cool new features. Pop-up video, pop-up browser, multitasking. You can really multitask on this device. Trust me, it is great. I've been reading a book on my device. I'll pull it down, I'll read the book. When I get a text message, pull it up, respond to that text real quick, pull it back down again real quick. Don't have to go in between applications back and forth. I have both of them up. And I just love it. I love using it. However, the screen can get a little big at times. Okay, I'm really done. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you like this video, if you like the phone or not. Be sure to subscribe to me as well. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All links will be in the description of the video below. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up.